So hello everyone and welcome to our preview for our forthcoming sale of Important Irish Art, which takes place on Wednesday the 9th of December. The preview will give you some idea of what we have on offer. We've about 150 lots of Irish paintings, sculpture and prints. So I wanted to give you a flavour of what we've got, and the first one here is a fine work on canvas by Nora McGuinness. It's entitled Flight over Mulroy. And of course Mulroy Bay is in North Donegal, and Nora lived in Ramelton, which is in North Donegal, so this is an area that you would have been familiar with. Again, great colours. That painting is estimated at 20 to 30,000. So next one's here, there's a lovely collage by Neville Johnson, and below it is a view of a mountain town in Tenerife by George Campbell. We're very lucky to have a wonderful array of work by Louis Le Brocq in this particular auction, and this one is called Diana, Triumph of the Moon, and it is remarkably early. It's 1942 it was painted, even though with the condition of it, it looks as if it was painted yesterday, it's so fresh. But you can see in the composition where he has depicted Diana in this very elongated pose. You can see her head here and her arms and these lovely elongated hands, very much in the manner of El Greco. But of course in Roman times, Diana had become a triple deity representing earth, sky and the underworld, and Le Brocq sort of captures the that rather ethereal feel for that particular for Diana. And this one is expected to make somewhere in the region of 15 to 20,000 for this fine work. And again, another work by Le Brocq from the same year, 1964, and it's called Ancestral Hedge. And in that year, Le Brocq visited the Museum of Mankind in Paris and was very much taken with this whole sense of the head and how it emerged. So this image of an emerging head is in many ways related to the reconstruction paintings of people like Joyce and others. But I almost have a sense that this is almost like a self-portrait. It reminds me very much of Louis, particularly as a younger man. And I think it has that sort of lovely, again, that ethereal quality. It's emerging out of the grey. It's quite haunting, but very strong. And that is estimated at 15 to 25,000. So we've got two paintings here by Paddy Collins. Moon on the Lake is the one above, and Sea and Rain. And again, very typical of Paddy's work of the 1970s. So in this corner here, we've got a wonderful painting by Nora McGuinness, and it is entitled Algarve Coast Sunflowers. And again, what she has managed to do is create that incredible sense of the heat and the bright light that you get in southern Portugal. She spent a summer there in the early 1960s, and it was quite productive, but she found it a little bit too hot, which is, you can imagine, in the height of the summer it can be. But here on the left hand side we've got these stalks of the sunflowers, and they've just turned, so they've lost their golden colour and they've become sort of quite dark, but obviously the seeds are ready for harvesting. We've got a woman here in the traditional black dress carrying a basket, presumably of sunflower heads, and again she's on her head she's got the traditional black hat. Off in the distance we've a hillside town which is whitewashed, and again it's quite typical of the sort of the towns that you would see in the Algarve, these small little mountain towns, bright and glistening in the sunshine. And then down here, this part of the painting, you see the beach, and you've got the sun bathers and holiday makers. Again, similarly over here in this part of the composition. That painting is estimated at 20 to 30,000. So here we've got a wonderful painting by Daniel O'Neill, and it's called Horseman Pass By. And again, incredibly luscious and wonderful colours. But this picture has a reference to the William Butler Yeats poem Under Ben Bulben, and it reads as a lament on mortality. Again, just down here, sort of in the shade, you see this skeleton figure, which again is this reference to mortality. The estimate on that is again 20 to 30,000 euro. So the demand for Louis Le Brocquy's tapestries is unabated. We've had some wonderful results over the last number of years, and this one is a work from 1973 entitled Mille Têtes, and it is the 1,000 Heads, and it's related to the work that Louis Le Brocquy did in conjunction with Thomas Kinsella and the Toyne series. So these figures, and they're all individual, every single one of them is different, and again the wonderful colours in the production. The actual tapestry itself was made by the company Tabar in Aubusson in France, and I'll just show you the back of the tapestry, which shows the certificate from Tabar Frères et Sœurs from Aubusson, and it's numbered 1929, so it has a reference number. But this particular tapestry is numbered 1 from edition of 9, so there's only 9 in this edition, and as you can see there, it's signed by the artist himself on the certificate. So the estimate on this is 50 to 80,000 euro.